Those left behind there did not stand a chance.
What's so interesting?
What? Never mind. Wait, aren't you? Yes, I've seen you in action. You're not scared of the infected, are you? Even when roaming the streets at night.
Are you scared of them?
Most people are. Basic survival instinct. Not everyone comes as close to the infected as you do. You must know a lot about them. That could be very useful.
Useful how?
Sorry, I haven't introduced myself. The Free People call me Mr. Z. I went into hiding to devote my life to researching the infected and keeping records of everything we can learn about them. It's something we owe to future generations.
Interesting.
Yes. We must learn everything we can about all these monstrosities. This will help prepare our society for future challenges.
Tell me more about what you do.
There are so many species and variations of infecteds, and I'm afraid there will be more.
What do you mean?
The THV gen mod used in chemical bombings triggered uncontrollable mutations in the infected DNA. This spawned new types like screamers, suiciders, and goons, each more dangerous than the last.
What do you need me for?
To do my research, I need eyes in the field, but obviously, it's a dangerous job. Most of my people have gone missing. I've been watching you. With your experience, you could contribute greatly. Would you help me to confirm my findings so far?
Well, happy to. Your work seems crucial.
Great, thank you. Certainly you've noticed what happens with infecteds after mutation. They become stronger, faster, and more agile. Have you encountered the type that can jump higher than others?
That'd be a banshee.
Yes, that's consistent with my research. What's interesting, they seem to be relatively weak, and if their attack misses, they usually retreat. I observed another infected type. It's very strange, quite different from the others. It prefers to avoid humans. I know how that sounds, but you must have seen something like that. Moreover, when retreating, it leaves tracks behind. Do you know which infected I'm referring to?
It's Bolter, I believe.
Yes, that tracks, so to speak. Thank you. The next one is a bit complicated. I've received reports about a type of infected that exhibits a bizarre behavior. It creates a toxic mist around other monsters, and some survivors believe that it even resurrects the dead, which is nonsense, obviously. Does that ring any bells?
You're talking about a revenant.
That's the one I was talking about. My theory is that it evolved to develop a special organ that creates this toxic mist. It's incredible what the THV gen mod did to those creatures. Frightening and fascinating at the same time. And which type of infected would you say has the most explosive temper?
Definitely a suicider.
Suicider it is. Better stay as far away as possible from it. Well done. You really helped me. As a token of my appreciation, here's a weapon I crafted while I was still venturing in the field. I'm sure it will help you more than me. Oh, and check this out. I created this deck of cards a while back, featuring some of the most dangerous infecteds, to help people know and identify the threats. Here's my favorite one, the Goon. You can have it. Take care, Aiden. See you around.
Good seeing you. Good night, Aiden. About time.
Wait now.
Everyone, this is Sarah.
When I die, I saw her be burned to ash and scattered on the street. The rest of my family.
Sarah has a story to share with us. Sarah. I think I got here in 2024.
Someone was here recently. Ha! Gotcha. Pretty empty as warehouses go.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing here? Is that you, Pilgrim? You shouldn't be here, mate. How'd you get in?
Benny, right? We need to talk.
I don't like this. Dodger sent you, did he? Tell him I'm pulling together what I owe him. I just haven't got it yet.
Hold up, Benny. So you're saying you're in debt to Dodger?
Dodger hasn't sent you.
No. How much do you owe him? Only you had a reason to steal the flower.
You bastard. Do you think that just because you turn on the water, you got free run of the place?
Tell me I'm wrong.
I ain't telling you nothing. Fuck off.
Benny! Where are you, Benny?
Look, mate, I haven't done anything. God is my witness. Let me go, please.
First, answer a few questions. But I want the truth. Did you steal the flower?
No, I don't even know where it is.
So why did you attack me?
Thought you might have been one of Dodger's boys, come to collect.
I see. You're in deep with Dodger and used your mother's bountiful harvest for collateral.
I was hot that night, mate, and the pot was big enough we could have bought the Jansen's fields. With the water back on and all, Mum and me would have been sitting pretty for the rest of our days. But then things got ugly and ain't no other way to tell it. I lost.
So did Dodger take the flower? To settle up?
Doubt it. Could have just made me bring it to him. And I would have. He's too lazy to do anything himself. But you know, mate, don't tell him I said that.
What's the meaning of this?
Stealing the flower was your job, Teresa.
So you pilgrims really are crazy.
He's off his nut, Mum.
You shut your trap and listen, young man. I've had enough of you as well.
Benny wouldn't have pulled this off on his own. He's not exactly the brightest chap. No offense, ma'am.
None taken. Lump of coal for brains, that one.
Mum?
Very well. I did it. But I really had no choice, Aiden. We worked for months on that crop. Worked our fingers to the bone. It yielded enough to last for months. There'd be bread, enough to feed the whole bazaar. But you know what Dodger would do if he got it? Sell it back to us for triple the price. We'd end up paying for our own flour. A cruel joke. All because of a stupid card game. We'd be ruined. I couldn't allow that. I wouldn't.
So, where is the flower?
Under the water tower. You must understand, it can't go to Dodger.
And why not? He won it fair and square.
Dodger? Fair and square? Hardly. He's a cheat. Everyone knows it. We just can't prove it. Okay, say you're right. Is there a middle ground? Can we give him something else instead?
Someone like Dodger doesn't seem all that flexible.
He's got to be, mate. Talk to him, please. Ask him for more time. Anything. We're begging you.
Let me think about that.
You are our only hope.
Don't get melodramatic, Benny. The Pilgrim knows what he's doing.
Thank you for saving me. Can I give you this?
Haven't seen my kids in months because of this ridiculous blockade of the center.
When do you think this peacekeeper mess will be over?
Be careful when hunting for special.
Hey, not funny. That wardrobe was heavy.
Just be glad you're alive. Gotta remember to buy wax. We're almost out of candles.
We'll never finish with you coming back every 4 minutes. Come! Oh, Nathan, go to this place.
Okay, let's make things lively. 100 more.
No frickin' way. Unless you're willing to cut the time by 10 seconds.
Deal.
Living dangerously. It was already an impossible task.
Well, we'll see about that. Aiden, you find my flower yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm here about. Teresa and Benny are in dire straits. Can you forgive their dad, or at least give them more time?
Fuck that. How many times do I have to say I'm not running a charity? I didn't force Benny to play cards. You know, a man can't pay his debts well. He's not a man, is he?
Stupid is as stupid does. Maybe when they got nothing left but the skivvies on their butts, they'll have learned a valuable lesson.
You know what, Aiden? Actually, yeah, I think I got something to help everyone. Honestly, yeah, who cares about flour? What, am I going to be a baker all of a sudden? I don't think so. But I do want what I'm owed. And me and Urban, we've got this bet.
Wait, whoa. No fair, not him. He runs on walls.
Of course it's fair. There's no rule against having him get them. You pull this off, Aiden, and what Urban will have to pay me will more than cover my losses on the flour. And there'll be extra I can throw your way.
Wait, what exactly are you talking about here?
You see, on top of the church, there's this, well, let's just call it a flag. You can't see it from the ground, but this flag, well, it's not a flag. Yeah, you'll know when you see it. Urban and I made a bet that I could find someone who could nab it for us. I've been raising the stakes for years, and Urban's called me every time. But with the amount on the line now, you know, it would be a sin not to give it a try.
I'm in no hurry. Rather you just keep raising the stakes till it gets real juicy.
What's that? Fear suddenly got you all puckered.
Nah, I'm just looking out for you. It'll ruin you if you lose now, being out the flour and all.
I'm game if Aiden is. The time limit's pretty fucking brutal, but, you know, I've got faith in Aiden here. So, you in?
Let's do this.
Well, then let's just get to it, shall we? 3, 2, 1, go. Andale, Aiden. Make me proud.
Haven't seen my kids in months because of this ridiculous blockade of the center. I like that smell. You have anything to drink?
Not a drop. I could use a drink myself. Can't do it on cue.
what you're doing.
You shit.
Can you hack it? I've got you now! Take some of this! This is go!
Good to see you.
You're Aiden.
You know me?
Yeah, I was hoping I'd bump into you, actually. Let me introduce myself. I'm Rahim. I run Sparker, the first post-apocalyptic dating service.
A dating service? I could use a little something, if you know what I mean. Tell me.
Oh, I'll gladly explain. Get you up to speed? Okay, I'll admit it. I made you a card already.
Whoa. What?
I created a profile for you.
A profile on a card. What on earth for?
Well, it's my job. The world may have ended, and most of our loved ones have turned into bloodthirsty monsters roaming the streets, but that doesn't mean people have stopped being lonely. I mean, shit. That's exactly why they're lonely these days.
You mean to tell me there was a time when people weren't lonely?
Imagine a world where people actually went out to work, shopping, walking their dog, and on top of that, they had dating apps.
Apps?
Okay, never mind. What I'm trying to say is that before the shit hit the fan, we used to socialize. There were parties, you know, when people got together just for the sake of being together. And of course, to get laid. Now, everyone just stays home behind closed doors because, well, meeting new people can result in getting clubbed in the skull for a bucket of water.
So, well, let me get this straight. Your cards help people meet.
Basically, yes. People who want to meet other people come see me. I draw them. I'm pretty good at that, or at least that's what I'm told. Then I put their portrait on a card and display it on my dating board. If someone's interested, they get in touch with me and voila! A romance is born. Not always for very long, but I guess that's something that hasn't changed. But right now, I'm in deep shit. And I desperately need help.
Of course you do.
Some shithead trying to imitate me forged several Sparker cards. They scattered them around town. That's infringement. It's ruining my reputation and disorienting my customers. I need someone to collect these fake cards for me and bring them back. I heard that talentless hack was killed in a dark zone, so he won't be bothering me again. And I managed to find most of the fake cards. But there are 2 left I couldn't get hold of. Bring them to me, and I'll give you the card I've made for you. Check the map on the wall. I've marked possible locations for the fake cards.
Their shelves were empty. Now they say the bread is stale. Haven't seen my kids in months because of this ridiculous blockade of the city. I keep telling everyone we should be getting ready for it.
What does your brother say?
I feel back in
We'll never finish with you coming back every...
Aiden, you're already a legend in the city, you know?
Come on, Aiden! Go to the... to this place! To...